I'll be sharing about turning your mess into a message. And I got inspired by a write-up that John-Ugwuanya wrote. And it revealed different lives of different individuals who has gone through experiences that they never expected, but had to change their response towards it. We'll take a case of Joyce Meyer. She was repeatedly abused by her biological father. In her words, she said she was raped more than 200 times by her father until she was 18. And with God's help, she's been able to turn that message of hope to many who are currently going through any kind of abuse and are struggling to heal. Presently, she's in her 70s already. She has her family established, has grandchildren, and is known globally as a televangelist. All because she turned her mess into a message. We all know of Oprah Winfrey, who was born into a broken home and abject poverty. And at the age of 9, she was raped. She ran away from home when she was 13, got pregnant at 14. You know, when you read things like this or listen to them, it's much like a messed up life. But she changed the narrative. She changed her story by turning her messed up life to a testimony others are sharing today. She's an American media executive, an actress, a talk show host, and also known as an author and philanthropist. She turned her story around and is known to be the second richest black woman in the world. Can you imagine someone who had such a messed up life turning it around to be celebrated globally? In Nigeria, we have Kanu Nwankwo, who is a footballer, and at the peak of his career, it was discovered that he had a hole in his heart. And after going through a series of medical procedures, he survived, continued playing the football until he decided to retire willfully. God allowed him to survive the ordeal, and he ended up establishing Kanu Heart Foundation, where he caters for the medical bills of children who have holes in their hearts. And these are people who had to learn to accept who they are, but didn't allow that story define their future. Your mess is not meant to mess you up. If harnessed well, it can bring you up to become a reference point that others will hold on to when they are discouraged. Don't be overwhelmed by the circumstances that life throws your path. Instead, keep pushing forward and allow your story to become a platform through which many will be inspired towards greatness.